Let us quickly try and make some more shapes. All right, let us try and draw a Christmas tree, for example. How do we draw a Christmas tree? We need a triangle first, right? So let's use a triangle, and let's say triangle of size 50 maybe. Let me hide the cat for now, or let me actually reduce the size of it. Yeah, maybe even smaller. Yeah, this is okay. Just one problem. I don't want it facing downwards. That doesn't look like a tree to me. It should face upwards. How do we make something facing upwards? We're just talking about it. I'll first rotate it by 180-degree, and that should give me something upward. But I probably also want it placed slightly up, not this down, slightly up. If I want something to be placed slightly up, what should I say? I change the value of y. So probably I'll say 100. Yeah, so this looks right. This looks absolutely right. Probably the only thing I'll need to do is I'll move the pen down a little lower, and this is right for me. I now want to move slightly lower and draw the second triangle a little better. But before that, let's give it a try, right? Let's move a little lower. We'll adjust the values later. Let us move a little lower. And when we want to say a little lower, we change the value of y. And if you want to move lower, we change the value by negative, right? So maybe negative 50. So that's how this would look like. So let us, the only problem is I don't want this line to be drawn. So what should I do is before I say change y, I'll say pen up. Yeah, this looks right. Let's say pen down, and let's draw the, let's say pen down, and let's draw another triangle, slightly bigger. So this was 50. Let's draw of size 100. Okay, not very well placed, right? So let's first move it down by maybe 100. Let us run this and see. Now slightly above, I think maybe 120. Sorry, if you want to move it up, we need to do it in a positive direction, right? So maybe 80. Little lower. Maybe 90, maybe 85. All right. And we also shift this towards right. We need to shift this towards right. If you want to shift this towards right, what do we change? We change the x-axis. So change x by, no, so this was 50, right? I think maybe change x by 25. Maybe half of that. Yeah, there you go. All right. Let's again step little down, and let's draw the second, third triangle. So we again do pen up, otherwise it will, whenever we want to move, it will draw me something which I probably don't want. And let us try and move the cat a little lower. So how do we move something down? It is in the negative y direction. So negative 200, right? So oops, a bit lower, maybe negative 100. Would this be okay? Let's see, or maybe like 150. It's 150. What was the earlier change by? No, sorry, it's minus of minus. Minus of minus is positive. Nope. Minus of 100. Yeah, this possibly should be okay. Let's draw a triangle of size. What was the triangle of maybe 150? Let us draw a triangle of 150 this time. So we say triangle of 150. We didn't say pen down. Okay. So we probably need to move this down a bit. So maybe 110. No. 120. No. 130. Yeah, this looks right. And this was the side of the previous one was 100, right? So we move this right by 50. So we also change x by 50. And this should, oh no. Let's also do this 25 this time. Change x by 25. Just give it a try. Okay, this also looks in the center. Now what we need to do is we need to draw a rectangle under it. Let us quickly draw a rectangle. How do we draw a rectangle now? Let us use the rectangle block. And let's try drawing a rectangle after this triangle. Maybe width of 20 and the height of 50. No, so not that way. Maybe we'll say height of minus 50. And yep, exactly. Because if you remember, negative essentially means opposite. So this time I didn't have to rotate. I could just make something negative and that just works. Right. Sort of move this here. But this doesn't look like a tree. It has to be somewhat in the center. Let us try doing that. Let us change its x by some value. Change x by, let's say, we need to get it towards left, right? And when we want to get something towards left, it's negative on the x-axis. So minus 100 maybe, you know, maybe lesser than we need it towards right, a bit towards right from here. So I'll add 50 to this. That makes it just minus 50. Little towards right, so minus 70, little maybe minus 65. A bit of trial and error, and looks like we have a tree. All right, so we just did we used the triangles that we already had. We changed its rotation, we tried to adjust its position, and we just built a tree. Now this is our Christmas tree. All right, let us see what else can we do next. What I would do is I'll not save this part. This was just an exercise we wanted to do together. Do practice it out. It will give you far more idea about playing with x and y values all together, and also the rotation values, because we had to draw something up and down. That will give you some comfort. Do try this out on your own and get comfortable with it. All right. So what's next?